During this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 textures for printing on the Gelli Plate. So if you're looking for some inspiration to get you started, this is the video for you. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and feel free to drop a comment in below to tell me which is your favourite texture, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. There's also a link in the description to my newsletter if you're interested in keeping up to date with my latest news. Let's get printing.
Okay, so one of my favourite textures to print with is Leeks. So what I've done is I've cut the leek in half, so it gives me two sections, and I've also cut the base so it gives me the round shape as well. And what I love about the leek is that it's the line work that you get from pressing the leek into the gel plate. So what I'd done here is I'd already done a print using a paler blue colour. So therefore, with the leek being quite wet, it holds the moisture and then transfers the colour from the previous print. So you get some really interesting effects. So I'm just working my way down the plate, and then I'm going to switch to the part of the leek where I've cut it off at the base, so I've got a round shape that I'm just repeating to make a pattern. I'm pulling this print using 160 GSM cartridge paper. And there we have the final print. So next up is my homemade texture plates. So I have quite a few of these texture plates. And what I do is they're just a piece of cardboard, and I just use the hot glue gun and drizzle hot glue all over the plate to make a texture. So I'm just spraying on a really thin layer of acrylic. Just making sure it's nice and even, covering the plate. And then I'm using the texture plate like a stamp and pressing it down. And I'm pressing it down quite firm, but I'm being really careful not to move that texture plate. Otherwise, it just kind of loses the shape, it squidges. Again, pulling the print on some heavyweight cartridge paper. And there we go. So my third texture is the little cardboard tubes that come in the middle of the poo bags from on the dog walk. And I end up with lots and lots of these in my coat pocket. And what I do again is use the hot glue gun to glue them together. And I really like the way you can use them on the side to create little circles, but also use them flat to create like a grid type mark. Okay, cartridge paper going on to pull the print. Making sure I'm giving it a good rub to make contact with the gel plate and then pulling off the print. Okay, next is a tassel off the end of a scarf. It doesn't really have to be a tassel off a scarf. I love to print with any textile, so I'd like to say a jeans pocket or vintage lace. Any kind of textiles makes a really nice texture on the gel plate. So I'm just positioning and laying that scarf tassel down onto the plate. And then I'm going to use a piece of copier paper over the top and really press down, get my fingers in between all of those little tassels to remove the negative space from around the shapes. So then when I pull the scarf back, I've got that lovely detail. Paper going there to pull the print. And there we have it. So another one is scrunched up paper. This is just literally a piece of copier paper that I've torn into pieces and woven together and placed on the plate. And I'm just pressing it down so it makes an imprint on the plate. And this piece I've literally screwed up tight and then spread it back out to press on the gel plate. I just wanted to show that really just by using a piece of copier paper and how you can tear it, fold it, scrunch it, can make an interesting texture on the plate. Just peeling those back. Going in with the paper to pull that print. And I've used like a lovely copper colour. Hopefully you can see the sheen on it. There we go. Please drop a comment below to let me know which is your favourite texture.